Yeah, what's up, YouTube? I just woke up. Today I went to therapy. Man, shout out to my mom, man. She loves me, man. I don't like putting her through a lot of situations, man. Even though my mom, she's getting older now. But yeah, today I went to therapy. It was a black woman. So okay, so boom, I go to therapy. Um, well, me and my mom, we went together to therapy. Um, Me and my mom went to therapy, and therapy was cool. It's just my mental, man. I just wish I was a kid again, and I wish I could just take it all back. But this depression and failing and stuff, I'm just mentally not there anymore, man. But yeah, so today I go to therapy. To therapy, she's a black woman. She was cool, she was alright, but she was like hitting me with questions with about my family and I'm crazy, like describe crazy, and I told them like if I would have, if I had a gun on me, I would have killed somebody. And sometimes I'm like scared of myself and for my own safety. And then when I said that, she looked at me and she was like surprised when I said that shit. And then she was asking me questions about why I don't talk to my sisters. And I told her, man, it is what it is, man. There's no forgiveness with me. I'm a Cancer. Like once somebody have done me really wrong, it's over. With this particular anger, this anger I have, it's not something normal. I'm afraid, like, I don't wanna kill nobody. I don't wanna harm nobody. And I don't want nobody harming me. So therapy, she was asking me like different questions, and at some point I was getting emotional. I was like rocking, like moving back and forth, like twitching and stuff. And I told the therapist that I have, ADHD, bipolarism, PTSD, and she knew that. So she was trying to prescribe me the medication and ask me if I was have I ever went to the crazy house. So it's the psychiatric house or whatever you call it. I'm like, no. And I told you guys, man, I don't like taking medication because of the side effects. I be having like headaches or vomiting. And then the therapist, she started asking me questions about, do I have a girlfriend? And I'm like, that's a long story. Like, it's a long story. These females ain't shit. They have treated me bad, and I probably treated them bad too. But after all the rejections, etc., it's just too much for me anymore. Thought I was gonna have kids. And have a beautiful wife. Well, a beautiful woman at my side, but guess that's not happening. So now I'm like, fuck it. In my head, when I was at the therapist, I'm like, as she's talking to me, asking me questions, I'm like, my mind is like in a different, it's like somewhere else. For real, man. I just really wish I was a kid again, man. This depression has really increased as I gotten older, and COVID fucking everything up. Dating is hard. And I did get emotional at the therapy. But I told my mom, I'm like, I told my mom to step out the room so I could have a one-on-one conversation with the therapist, and that's what happened. So the therapist, she would just ask me questions, and I was saying yes or no, basically, and why this and why that. But it was a lot of things I was holding back at the therapist. I didn't really want to say too much, And my mom, she loves me to death, and I know she does. She's trying to help me out. And my mom always tell me like, yo, your sisters love you to death, and it breaks her heart that that I don't talk to them. It's fucked up, but what's done is done. Like I said, man, I'm a Cancer, and Cancers, once we feel hurt in the past, it's hard to forgive. Like I hold grudges for years. All them years I've been holding grudges. And I kinda don't even give a fuck. But yeah, the therapist, I was just listening to her as she was talking to me, saying I should get help and I should, be on medication before it gets worse, and I'm too young to be stressing out and taking sleeping pills and wanting to end my life. And I'm like, yeah, like you're right. But every time I was talking, there was always some type of excuse behind it. or like a but this, but this, but this, but this, but this. That's what I kept saying. Is like, fuck, man. I feel like I'm a crazy person, bro. Like, so boom. After she was asking me questions and I was getting a little emotional, she asked me how often I'm depressed. I'm like every day. I tell her I'm depressed every day, and I cry every day. I wake up mad every day, just mad at the fucking world. Just mad. I'm mad because of how my life is. I told her like I just start crying out of nowhere. I don't know what it is with me. Like I could just be outside walking, or I could be outside, um, like somewhere by myself in a public area full of people, and I be trying so hard to fight my. I be trying so hard to fight back my tears, man. And I guess people be catching on to it. You know, people be catching on to it. Like they could just look at me and tell that it's a lot of pain and sadness with me. So I did, like I said, I did get emotional at the therapy. I got a little teary, and she was just looking at me like, it's okay, let it out. That's what she was telling me. Because that's what therapists do. When you go to a therapist, they hit you with certain questions and they looking at you in your body language and to see if you're going to fold. And I went to a female therapist because I didn't want to go to a male therapist. And it's okay to cry, but I'd rather cry in front of a woman, not in front of a man. But at the same time, we all humans and we all cry. It's okay to cry, let things out, let it out. I'm trying to hold on, man. Like I'm trying to think positive. But I'm scared I might hurt somebody, man. Like I really don't wanna do it to these young niggas or not even the young niggas, like any human that just make me upset for the wrong fucking reason and like any little thing could just make me flip on a person. Like if you trying to bump me or if you too close to me, if I feel like you're trying to disrespect me or try to be funny, and I don't really laugh a lot. I don't really laugh a lot. Excuse me. I don't really laugh a lot like how I used to. I'm got a lot of mental damages from all the shit I've been through in my life. So after that, after I got emotional a little bit, the therapist went and got my mom, and my mom was telling the therapist like, I just wish she got along with his sisters. And my mom, as she was talking, she was she was getting a little teary, and I love my mom, man. She was uh, I don't want to put my mom through a lot of stress. like I said, I'm a man, so I had to figure this shit out on my own. So as she's talking, I'm listening, and I'm looking at the therapist. It was like I had tunnel vision, like at the therapist. I had my mask on, I had my shades on, I was just looking at the therapist. Because I know if I look and turn at my mom, and me and the therapist looking at my mom, I know she gonna end up eventually, crying. And like my mom said, I'm my mom's only son, and she loves me to death, and I get it. I love my mom too. I told her that at the therapist. My mom, she's trying to help me do better in life and praying for me to change. And it's like I want to change myself, but there's more to me that I didn't really want to let out at the therapist. But after I said, if I had a gun on me, I really would do it to somebody. Trust me. And I'm not trying to go to jail, because like I said, if I go to jail for the rest of my life, that's it. My family's fucked. And eventually everybody gonna go on with their life while I'm in jail rotting. And I don't feel like dealing with a bunch of niggas every day. I know who I am. Like, I've never been in jail, and it's like I'm trying to better myself as a human being, praying, and I haven't prayed in a long time, but I really don't even think praying helps me. Even though I went to church growing up, when I was younger, but my mom. So when when we was in the therapist, my mom told the story of how my ex, Nay, when it was me, my ex, and my two parents, we took a vacation to the Poconos or something like that. And that night, we was supposed to go to the movies, and I got up. They was getting up. Everybody was getting up to go to the movies, and I was mad that day. And as they was leaving the hotel, I got up and punched the shit out of the wall and put a big hole in it, and ever since then, I guess they was scared of me, and that's probably what caused us to break up. Cause they seen that side of me being an angry person, how I get mad quickly, and I be in my temper, and I'm a jealous boyfriend. Cause she was a pretty girl, and I knew I didn't, I had to fight or whatever to protect her. And my mom, she loved me, man. My parents, they loved her. But I guess ever since Nate left me, I lost my mind. I just haven't been right since. It's hard to find a good, genuine female nowadays. Tired of going outside, seeing families, seeing these young niggas with kids and they baby mamas and or girlfriends, and I'm like, how the fuck? I don't know, man. These girls just mad picky. They just very, very picky to the core, man. It's like, you fucking bitch. And all after that, the rejections, eventually you become a better fucking person. And that's what's going on with me. I'm an angry motherfucker. And I got hate towards women. Like, if I was really upset and a woman got on my nerves, I think I would punch her. Or more. And that's why I'm scared for my safety. And the therapist and my mom was like, yo, please try out the medication. We want to help you. So as they was talking to me, I was just having second thoughts. And I was thinking about the negative shit that happened in my life and how my family won't change and everything won't be the same and how these women won't change, everything won't be the same. Prices going up, and it's like, I said, nah, I'm good. And then my mom, she was like, I even pay you if you do it monthly. Just 1 month for taking it, please. She was kept begging me, please, please, please take it. And you know what I did? I still said no. So I had the therapy. Me and my mom, we left, and as we left, we walking through the halls, the big long hallway. It was me, my mom, and the therapist. We walk in, and the therapist eventually leaves. And then my mom, she gives me a big hug out of nowhere as we was walking. She said, I love you. And she was trying hard. She was trying hard not to cry. And I said, I love you too, Mom. And then after that, we went and got food. We went to the diner and got food. And then I told her again, I love you. We spent some time together, and then we left. I left. And like I said, my mom getting old, man. She almost damn near 60 years old. She has gray hairs all over her head already, and I don't want to put a lot of stress on her. Because after her mom died, she just haven't been the same. Because when we was in the car, she kept talking like, every time I look up in the clouds in the sky, I know my mom is up there smiling. And every time we talk about her, my grandmother, but I always got to switch up the conversation because, us cancers, we get emotional. And I'm tired of getting emotional, but I'm a cancer. Because at one point, death comes for everybody. And I know I got to go too, and I'm not I'm not sure how long I got on this earth. But I told you guys, there's been times where I thought I'd be having heart attacks. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack in my sleep and just die. Hate to say it that way, but because all I stress every day I stress. I can't even mentally go outside and focus. I be sleeping in my bed and not wanting to get up. I just be wanting to lay there dead and just not get up, man. Sleeping pills, I've been taking them shits, and it's not fun. And I'm not trying to go to no crazy hospital, man, but I got really, really bad depression. Really bad depression. If Jesus is out there, or if Jesus is real, I want him to come to me and anoint me and heal me. I need healing, and I just want to restart my life over, man, because I've done a lot of fucked up shit in my life, like everybody else, did. But I'm talking about myself right now. I'm not gonna lie, I hate my sisters, bro. I hate all three of them. Well, not the oldest one. I don't really hate her, but the other two I do hate. I don't even talk to my little sister's kids. They be like, "Yo, where Uncle at? Where Uncle?" And I'm not there. It's fucked up, but if I've been done wrong by somebody, I don't care if you got kids or you associate yourself you associate yourself with with another person. I'm not gonna talk to that person either. So I look at it as guilty by association. I don't care. But at the same time, I just need prayer, man. I told my mom, thank you for taking me to the therapist. She really didn't have to do it, but she did. She really loves me, and I'm her only son. And she want to give me the help that I need. And she knows I'm broken, too. Every time she look at me, you just see pain. You could tell I'm crushed. Mentally and physically, I'm crushed. I feel disappointed. But the food at the diner, it was cool. I had a good time with my mother. And then my father, he's a whole different story, man. He pisses me off too, and I wish he would stop drinking, but unfortunately he's not because he got diabetes, and he's a long story, man. But anyways, this is my video on therapy. I went to therapy, so I'll see y'all in the next video. I just love when it rains, man. It's like when it rains, I feel like I can let myself out, like let myself go and just talk. Cause that's what I'm doing, man. I'm letting myself go, man. In life, I just felt like I'm a failure, so fuck it. Like it's like fuck life. I'm just have to. I basically gave up on myself. But I'm fighting though I'm fighting to stay alive, man. That's it. I'm fighting to stay alive. Yo, listen, man. Y'all pray for me, man. I'm going through a lot. If you're watching this video, just say a prayer for me. Or like just like look at my pictures and just point to it and just say a prayer to it. Pray for me. Alright, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.